Look what we got here. 2 BNSF Gevos. Our first train of the day was a slow-moving BNSF intermodal train, which was led by 2 BNSF Pumpkin Gevos. This train was moving to a crawl as it will again stop at the airline yard and switch some rail cars around. This train will continue west and head into Chicago, Illinois, where it will stop and unload its loads. Two brand new Union Pacific engines here, leading this NS stack train. Yeah. Our next turn today was a good one, led by 2 pretty good-looking UP engines, heading west again, another westbound. This one's going to stop right after it crosses the Maumee River and let other trains pass. This train was short, as you can tell on the screen, and took a while for me to film, so I stopped filming, as I did for almost every other train. Power there with the UP AC in the front leading and UP trailing. We'll see you next time. Our next train of the day was, can you guess? Yep, another westbound NS intermodal train. This one's moving at a slow pace, as well as all the other trains. With so much heavy traffic this morning in Northwood, it was really hard to keep up with the train action, as two NS trains were on the siding, squeezed into one 2,000-foot siding. This train was short, as many of the other trains were short, due to cargo ships stalling out of ports in the West Bay area, as well as the East Coast area. NS freight train here. CSX Jivo is leading the way. This runs daily to Fort Wayne, all the way to Detroit, Michigan. As you can see, our first CSX train, led by coil cars and other Oregons, out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and stopping in Michigan. This train runs daily, as long as two other trains that look the exact same thing. This train's running pretty slow because it has to clear the port west of the Maumee River. Short NS intermodal train here. The next train of the day was this intermodal train moving at the same pace that almost every other train was moving at. This train was very short, so I'll let it take the rest. Thought that around 15 cars on that one. All right, we'll see you next time. This train is heading westbound and heading on to track 2, which will stop to let other trains through near the airline yard and continue to stop at the Bryan Amtrak station, where we'll wait for the Amtrak train to cross on the side. This train was moving at about the same pace as the other trains did. It wasn't a surprise as we saw another stack train. This train carried lots of mixed origins like auto racks, grain, ethanol tankers, and everything you could imagine. This train was led by two NS engines, which usually doesn't happen, as it usually is led by Canadian Pacific or BNSF foreign power. This train came out of Chicago, Illinois, continuing on into Altoona, Pennsylvania. Alright guys, Union Pacific and Kansas City Southern Power on the CSX in here in Northwood. And we've got a CSX train race here because there's a CSX double stack train that you should be seeing in momentarily. Probably see it now. There's the engine above that white tanker car. Our next two trains of the day were good ones, as we saw a race occur on the CSX tracks. Our first train of the race was this Kansas City Southern northbound mixed freight train, as well as, if you can see, the double stack CSX train, also northbound, racing each other at about the same pace. This was a great catch, as well as KCS, which is pretty rare here in Ohio. Our next train of the day was this eastbound NS intermodal train. This train would terminate out of Elkhart, Indiana's yard and head into Cleveland, where it will stop at the motor yard in Macedonia, Ohio. This train had a combined mix of trailers, stacked cars, and intermodal freight services. And that's empty Coke train here. Only one engine leading. Our last turn of the day was this Daily NS Coke train that will eventually head into Northwood's coal plant and will run its cars into the coke plant, which will head and connect to the CSX Toledo subdivision. This was full of empty and loaded coal cars, and was a very nice sight to see as I caught all of it on video, even though it was moving at a snail's pace. This train would eventually head on after it dropped its cars off, and we'll get a new load of cars in Chicago, Illinois. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please click that subscribe button and send me any comments on anything that I need to work on or any compliments for my channel. I thank you so much for all the love and support so far, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.